Welcome back to another video here at Healing Together. I am Coach HardgainZ. That's the name of my coaching platform. I've been coaching bodybuilders and current and recovering drug addiction for over 25 years. Now today's topic is a very, very highly requested topic, and it may make some of you slightly uncomfortable, but I promise you, the goal of today is to bring comfort back into your life. And the topic is Kratom, constipation. So I've already got my sleeves rolled up, and I'm ready to get dirty. So let's get into it. Now this isn't just about Kratom-induced constipation. This comes with a lot of opioid use, because most of the opioid receptors are found in our gut. So when we consume consistent or high doses of opioids, the gut becomes highly disturbed. It damages our natural gut biome, and what it does is it creates an imbalance. Now that imbalance can come to many as diarrhea. It can also come as a lot of bloatedness or a lot of nausea, but frequently it also creates constipation, as many of you know. And believe it or not, this is a question that I get all the time. Coach, how do I deal with the constipation from too much Kratom use? Now, another reason for the constipation is also because if you are consuming capsules and powder, you're now consuming a lot of plant matter. That plant matter builds in the system, and over time, if you're continuing to blast your body with too much Kratom or continual high doses of it, that plant matter is going to continue to build up in your system if you're not going regularly or frequently enough to cleanse your body. Now, for a lot of our bodybuilders, we take drastic measures because we can't have this bloatedness or this backup when you're on a contest prep. But for many casual or recreational users of Kratom, this can become quite a discomfort. So the best way to avoid constipation, number one, is to have a good, clean diet, not a lot of processed foods. And number two, have enough fiber in your diet. Now, most of us don't eat enough fiber, so it is advised to take a fiber supplement, such as Metamucil. This is just the generic brand of fiber, and I take this every day, morning and night, just as a precautionary measure. Now, the next best thing that we should all be doing consistently is taking in enough hydration through water. Now, you guys know, if you've been watching all my videos, I carry around a gallon jug of my blue juice. I've been doing this for 10, 12, 13, I don't even know how many years. Now, for me, it's even more important to stay hydrated because I have a TBI, I have a brain injury. So when I become dehydrated, I start to get pressure in my temples. That leads to a bad headache, which then leads to something more of a migraine, which can even lead to my eyes not being able to open all the way. And that makes it really painful. But when I consume at least a gallon of water a day, specifically water, that keeps the pressure away from my temples, and that I virtually get no headaches when I'm properly hydrated. So I know that if I'm starting to get one of these pressure headaches, I know that I'm dehydrated. Now, my blue juice is simply amino acids. This is my favorite flavor. This is my go-to brand. This is not a sponsor of the video, and this is not an affiliated video, but Scivation, Extend, and this is blue raspberry ice and Scivation. I mean, I go through one of these 90 servings a month, so guys want to link up, let's get something going. So I fill my gallon of water with 3 scoops of amino acids. I drink that all day long. Now, the only downside to these amino acids are that, number one, it does have sucralose in it. So while it's not aspartame, the total silent killer, it is sucralose, which is really not a whole lot better. And I would love to avoid it, but have not found a way to do that yet. The other thing is this does have blue dye. It has FD&C Blue Lake number 1. I don't like that. I don't like consuming dyes. I do think that they're troublesome and can lead to future diseases. So again, to recap, the precautionary measures are, number 1, having a good, clean diet, removed of a lot of processed foods. Number 2, make sure you're consuming enough fiber, whether that is through your foods or supplementation. And number three, staying properly hydrated. Now, Those are the precautionary measures that we should all be doing every day just to maintain a good quality of life and our digestive system, making sure that it is being flushed out. Now, what happens if you get constipated? The constipation kicks in, you're like, oh crap, I can't go crap. Okay, now we've got something to deal with. So one easy way to do that in a natural, well, more natural than others, is through stool softening chews. These are soft chews, and yes, I keep these on hand, not just for myself, but for my kids as well. This is magnesium hydroxide, and basically what that is, it's a saline laxative. So it's taking the water out of your body and flushing you out, which again is why it's important to have proper hydration. Now you can take these on the onset of what feels like might lead to constipation, and they'll definitely help. It's a nice light way to get things moving. But let's say it's been building up for a while now and you really can't go, and now you're getting that pressure, that bloating, and discomfort all the time. Well, a good way to deal with that is through milk of magnesia. Now, milk of magnesia is also magnesium hydroxide, but it's just in a liquid form. And this is a little more controllable. You can take a little more if you need to. And so at times that you really can't go, you can take a little more. And so at times that you really can't go, you can take a little more of this. Again, it's pretty much the same thing. You're just doing it in different forms and controlling different amounts. Of course, you can take more chews if you want to. But both of those things help get things moving. Now, the other thing is, whatever you've been consuming that's leading to this constipation, you got to back off. We can't just keep blasting our body with whatever that source of detriment that's causing the problem is. And then of course there's the staples. Make sure that you're maintaining your vitamins, make sure you're taking a daily supplement, make sure that you're taking vitamin C. I megadose vitamin C all the time. I take 1 gram of vitamin C every day. If I feel like I'm starting to come down with something, or if I've been around somebody with a ton of germs, I take 3 grams of vitamin C a day. Megadosing vitamin C is also very, very important when going through withdrawal. It can certainly alleviate a lot of withdrawal symptoms and make withdrawal much easier to get through. And believe it or not, megadosing vitamin C does a lot for a lot of things. And I truly believe that at some point in the near future, there's going to be a lot more studies on the benefits of vitamin C, but also megadosing vitamin C. And I believe that it can do a whole lot more that we're not being told because they don't want to do those studies that leads to less medication use. Again, circling back to the money. So friends, I hope that that answers your questions as far as handling kratom constipation, as well as constipation from other sources. This can be applied to everything. But you do want to make sure that you are going frequently, going regularly. I mean, every morning I have my cup of coffee and I go to the bathroom. I'm on coffee number 2. But coffee is another natural laxative. Have your cup of coffee, get things moving. You do want it to be warm coffee, not iced coffee. That doesn't help. Get that warm cup of coffee going through your body, and trust me, you'll feel something brewing. Now, in closing, I do want to let you know that today's video is sponsored by my favorite kratom company on the planet, and that is Kingdom Kratom. As you guys know by now, Kingdom Kratom has taken an invested interest in Healing Together, specifically in our advocacy for the rights of kratom use. Kingdom Kratom is one of the best kratom companies I have ever used, if not the best. I've been using them consistently for 9 years. They are the staple that I compare every other kratom brand to. I look at how I feel on other kratoms and I compare it to Kingdom Kratom because I've always had a good experience and it's always been the highest quality. So whether it's your powders, your capsules, your extracts, your edibles, and even kava products, head over to kingdomkratom.com. At checkout, put in COACH at your discount code and we get 30% off our entire order. That's pretty banging. Love it. And then we also want to know what you think, what your feedback is. So on one of these videos, after you've made your order, gotten your Kingdom Kratom in, give it a try, and then drop a line in the comment section and let us all know what you think about it. So friends, thanks again for watching another video. This is Healing Together. I'm Coach HardgainZ. I've been coaching bodybuilding, current and recovering drug addiction for over 25 years. I hope to see you in the next video.